gosh.
So I got that.
Alright, Mountain Warriors here, a little cicada update. This started on May 18th. We are now at May 25th. As you can hear, the entrancing sounds of the cicadas are in our backyard. It's kind of a neat thing. You know, obviously this is only every 17 years. On the 18th, they started coming out of the ground. Obviously the first wave gets really picked upon by the animals, nature itself. But our backyard, our yard itself, the backyard had started first, then went to the front yard. It's going through different parts of our area as far as different neighborhoods, but it has definitely picked up. I'd say we're probably in the midst of the cicada invasion.
2021.
2021, cicada invasion. We're in the middle of it, and it's, like I said, pretty neat. We got them all around us right now. Here's a little guy right here. He's just hanging out, and obviously they're amongst the trees that we're in right now.
On the banana plant.
Yeah, making a lot of noise and creating the next wave that will be in another 17 years, which I believe will be around 2038.
It definitely depends on where you are. There's certain maps that show certain areas that have cicadas, but that does not encounter for each county, the specific areas, because a house probably a mile away from here doesn't have nearly as many. And even looking outside, there's a bunch crawling up my shirt. When you look outside, even from the window, it looks like there's no cicadas. But then, when you go and actually, obviously hear them, or just go look really closely at the plants, they're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And you notice they're falling out of the trees constantly. But obviously, I'm thinking the ones that fly the best and were the smartest are the ones in the trees right now. But yeah, I definitely think the animals are sick and tired of eating them already, since this massive wave is here.
Yeah, I think the carnage is all around us, which the video will not show here, but there are carcasses around us, shells. Just like I said, when this first started, everything under the sun eats these. We usually put food out for the animals, the squirrels, the birds, everything else, and we haven't had to do that a lot because the cicadas have supplied the food for everyone. We have obviously seen chipmunks and squirrels feast on anywhere from 5 to 10 at a time. They are on all the trees, the bushes, chairs, anything they can grab onto. And obviously the ones up in the upper trees here are, creating the scene that'll unfold in another 17 years. But a lot of the carcasses here are ones that have already done their thing, and obviously there's more coming out as we speak. Like I said, right now the backyard is, I believe, still has some coming out. The front yard is picked up late, and like last night there was a lot coming out, and usually that's when they come out. It's in the middle of the night. During the day is a tough time for them because they're very visible to everything. So I think they start coming out of the ground and doing their thing at night to where they hatch, and then all the ones, as you can see, them flying around create, like I said, what's coming in another 17 years.
I noticed they don't like the wind. When the wind blows, they all stop. Did you notice that? I don't know if that's coincidence or they don't like wind, rain, or night is when they're quiet. I did notice about going around the yard, I'd say about 1 in every 40 cicadas is the larva form. I feel like at this point we're a week out. Most of them are in the final phase, or at least the hatching phase. I think 1 in 40 is probably larva at this point, of the new ones still coming out in this form here. I'd say about 1 in 40 are that form, but most of them are the full black body cicadas that are the full form. The final form of the cicadas making their way up the tree. Yeah, the noise is definitely impressive. I'd say it's stretched out to most places now. I think I went to a park far away from here. It was pretty much the same. I would say this is one of the more higher concentrations in our particular neighborhood, and especially our yard, because it is almost deafening, the noise. I don't know if it has blocked out a plane yet. If we see a plane go by, we'll have to see. I could still hear a helicopter the other day when it flew over. Because I heard someone say that it should be able to block out a plane above. which I wouldn't even be able to tell if there's a plane probably right now.
Yeah,
We
quite
just
honestly,
tested it.
haven't heard too many lately. I can hear the neighbor's pool generator going, but it is something. I came out here earlier. You can almost take a nap to this. It's almost like a fan type droning noise, but it sounds like something from the movie War of the Worlds, and it's definitely a neat nature thing that's going on. And we have enjoyed it. I've been paying attention. Have a lot of video clips I think we'll have on here for you. And it is something that's a part of nature. So Cicada's 2021 update here, probably right in the middle of what's going on.
Cicada Invasion 2021 Part 1.
Mountain Warriors out.